You're listening to Oilersnation Radio, presented by the Nation Network. Subscribe for free on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from.
Oilersnation Radio, episode 95,000. Before we get started, quick programming note that we are back to 2 podcasts a week starting on Tuesday. So that's next Tuesday, October 3rd, or whatever that is. So if you've been waiting all week for us, soon you'll get 2 doses a week.
You know what that is, though?
Go ahead.
That's the return of word association.
Oh,
How
finally.
long have people been waiting for this again?
Clamoring. People in the streets yelling about it.
I went back and read our reviews the other day, and there is quite a few reviews that mention that is their favorite segment.
Arguably the best bit in the history of this podcast. Sometimes we'll just be walking out of the office and people just yell single words at us.
Remember that time we had that guy with a boombox and then a sign that just said "Bring back word association"?
Yeah, it was John Cusack.
Yes.
It was amazing that he did that. It really was a special moment. You know, it's not often you get to see
Tyler wasn't
John
even
Cusack
here because he was
outside.
avoiding the grind.
Yeah.
Like always.
Well, he's got a prep for Tuesday. Yeah, so 5 words coming at you on Tuesday. What will they be?
Well thought up.
He'll probably still think of them the day of.
How dare you?
Day of. He usually writes them during the segment.
During the show, yeah.
As we're doing this.
He literally
goes
does it
quiet.
while I'm reading the plug for the segment.
He goes quiet for like 3 minutes and just comes up with it.
It's either that or he's watching the Jays. Kicking off the podcast as we always do for our friends at Oodle Noodle. If you are in Edmonton, swing by any of the Edmonton locations, score yourself a free Oilers Nation sticker. Brand new location is going to be opening up in Calgary, hopefully in the next week or 2. If you're near Beacon Hill in Calgary, watch out for that, all right?
Do
Excellent.
they make green onion cakes in Calgary too?
We did ship them down there.
Wow.
We're very generous that way.
Calgary gets good food for once.
Finally.
And you don't have to wear a cowboy hat in there.
All the good things come from Edmonton, folks, even when you're in Calgary.
Not wrong.
These are the facts. As we do every week, we're going to kick off the podcast with a delicious debate for our friends at Oodle Noodle.
Has the preseason
Feels like a
changed your
different
opinion?
question.
I was at the game on Wednesday. We'll dig into that a little bit more in a sec, but I didn't know, and I don't know that it changes my opinion, but it gave me a different kind of outlook, different opinion. Connor Brown is very Zach Hyman-ish in his effort level. Always hustling, always grinding, dog on a bone on the puck. I didn't know that was coming. So for me, I watched that and I go, oh man, this guy's going to retrieve some pucks for Connor or Leon, whoever he's playing with. I'm excited about it. So did it change my opinion? It just gave me a different perspective on Connor Brown. Zach Hyman light is what I'm going to call him. Anybody else?
Well, I've just been selfishly, I haven't been able to watch enough Oilers preseason to really have an opinion, I don't think, but I've been watching all of the preseason, and the access to the NHL in this preseason has been a joke. I'm frustrated with the marketing ploy or the marketing system that we have here. Feels like people want to watch hockey, but they can't watch hockey in the preseason, which makes
Never
no
been
sense
able
to me.
to.
It just doesn't make sense to me. It's
always been like this.
Very confusing. Why not make it available to everybody so that they could get that taste and want more in the regular season?
Wasn't it like 2 years ago or something? All the games were on YouTube. What happened to that?
I heard a rumor that there was some going to go on Twitter, and then that got kiboshed too. So it's
Thanks, Elon.
It's a mess.
I don't know the NHL.
For me, it's accessibility because you remove the need for a TV, you remove the need for subscriptions, you remove all of that crap, and it's just available to anybody to watch it. And again, we're not talking about the Ryder Cup of hockey; we're talking about preseason.
No, that's fair. But I mean, we've always said that the NHL has terrible marketing.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, it renews.
I mean, you might as well
my
put me
frustration.
in charge. Like, there's no chance I would. YouTube wants to. I'm not even answering your guys' stupid emails.
I'm
We're on
gonna
the Ryder Cup. Why the
Be
hell do I want
very
to be-
specific. I have no problem with the Oilers Plus because I actually think it's just like a Patreon kind of thing. If the behind the scenes stuff, all that is great. I would pay to watch that. And I think that is what Oilers Plus is. My only problem with it right now is that they're just putting the preseason games behind the paywall when oftentimes the opposition just have them going for free.
Yeah, but if you're going to put it, you can't just put it on YouTube. The Oilers have to put it there, right? If you have the page, you have to use the page, right? You can't just throw it on YouTube. What the hell's the point of having it then at that point?
I think for preseason, you could just put it on YouTube.
Of course, you
but
can put it on your own.
Then you're taking away from the people who spent the subscription.
But then give us some juice from preseason that's like behind the scenes, in the dressing room, all the shit that I want to see as like a hardcore fan. Put that behind the paywall.
And
That's what the subscription is for.
it is literally $2 right now a month.
The-
I
the
spent
entire
$25.
It's not the cost. It's just the
people
idea.
literally
It's the
pay how
principle.
much. But the Athletic has been running like that for years now.
And I don't have an
how are they
athletic
doing?
subscription either.
Yeah, but they're thriving. You know what annoys me the most though is I see actual Oiler fans, and you don't want to support it, don't support it. I don't give two shits. But they're actively out there cheering against parts of the organization. They're cheering against Oilers Plus and working. If you don't you can't call yourself an Oiler fan at that point.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
I absolutely can.
No, you can only pick. So you're gonna like choose which child you like and which child you don't
Absolutely.
like.
I'm Deion Sandersing my Oilers coverage.
But so like did Bag Milk making fun of the Bobby Nix burger, is that him shitting on one part of the Oilers organization?
I'll do it again too.
You're not trying to bring them down you're not trying to bring them down at all.
The fucking
But-
Jeff
but, like,
Jackson jambalaya.
There are
You're
literally
next.
people saying out there they want to see it fail.
Yes.
Fail.
Okay.
Fail.
But like that, like it's
no,
a paid
you should have
subscription.
pride and never want anything about your organization to fucking fail.
I don't know about that. 'cause, I mean,
100%.
there's parts
If
of
you
this
ever want
organization.
one part of something to fail and then say you're like you're in
Octane.
favor of everything,
I was
no,
okay
it's
with the
just completely
Octane
wrong.
failing.
So you didn't want these girls to be able to have a job out there.
No, that's not it. I
I
just
That's
specifically
failing.
wanted
Yes,
them
that's
all to
failing.
lose.
I just
their
didn't think it
jobs.
was necessary. It was not a necessary part of our organization
What's
to bring fans.
necessary? Isn't that
Like
part
giving
of, isn't
access
that part
to
of
the fans.
entertainment in the fans?
Yes.
And that's not necessary?
Charging them for it, I don't think is.
No, we're talking the Octane still.
Okay, yes, but like I was just trying to give you examples of
No, that's
things
fair.
where
But like,
I wasn't.
Why would you cheer against
I
the
wasn't.
Octane? Why
I
would
just.
you want
I
them
wasn't
to fail?
upset
You're
when
out
they,
there like,
when they were
trying
gone.
to like trip them.
No,
So you're letting them do their dance.
but who's doing that about Oilers Plus?
You'd see it all the time.
Just
They
because
saying, "I
somebody
want it
has
to
an
fail."
active opinion and they want it to fail, that means that they don't like the Oilers.
You should not be able to call yourself a real fan at that point. No,
I don't know about that.
See, I disagree with you on that one. I mean, like
you
having the
can
opinion.
literally want it to fail.
But they're not.
I
They're
want
not
to
doing
see every
anything.
aspect of that
Like,
fucking win.
it's different if they're going to the arena and they're like pulling out plugs that are making it so that other people can't get into Oilers Plus. But if I have the opinion that I don't want to do it and I'm not paying for it, what does that hurt?
I never said that was that. I said if you
they're
just
still
don't
Oiler
want
fans.
to, if you don't want to support it,
They're still
no
Oiler fans.
problem in the world. If you don't want to support it, I got no problem with that. You don't want to buy it, I get you. Don't give me your money. But to actively want it to fail is wrong.
Okay.
Period. Don't support it. I have no issues there. No issues. Let it do it, run its course, and it is what it is. But if you're actively wanting it to fail, that's wrong.
Okay.
And that's like saying, let's like say the same thing about certain players. That
I just
people
don't agree.
chanted it forever. They want them to
I'm a guy
fail.
that grew up in a league where
I grew up.
Oilers
I'm
Plus
there.
Hold on, Oilers Plus Access was a thing that was just given to everybody, and then all of a sudden it was turned off for the Oilers and Oilers fans. That to me is the
you pay-
Oilers shitting on their fans.
I
So
see it as the gouging a little
You can
bit.
flip. You can flip it on. You can flip it right back on the organization.
Did you pay for the pay-per-view games back in the day?
Yes.
Well, what the hell's the difference?
I wasn't happy about it, but I did it
But you
because I was
paid
young
for
and
it?
I didn't know that. I didn't care about money that much. I guess
Those were also
I don't know.
regular season games, so I would pay for regular season more than preseason.
Yeah, but I mean that's not. Yeah, we're not really essentially
And
talking about
also,
just the
Rick,
game.
we also have the knowledge, and we can talk about it later. But like the Vegas Golden Knights have their Nighttime Plus, which is available to all their users, and they can watch all of their games in market
To pay for
for
it.
$69 a year.
So you have to pay
Nice.
for it.
But they can watch the entire series, the entire season of content for less than $2 a game.
you're getting it literally right now for $2 a month.
You're getting access to behind the scenes footage that you would have gotten otherwise had they not created
That's not
this
true. You
new
see
way
all
to
sorts
gouge
of
us.
stuff put on
See,
Twitter
like,
that you wouldn't normally
that's
see.
where I think like Oilers Plus, the behind the scenes stuff, I'll pay for that. I just where I find it a little bit gross is that the Oilers are just looping their preseason games back there, just because everybody else is
But
putting
aren't
them
you
out for
just
free.
adding it? Aren't you? You're not building this for.
But
the
everybody else is
preseason
putting them out for
games.
free.
Yes. That's the thing. Like we're playing the Calgary Flames tonight. You can watch it on the Flames website.
Yeah,
We're going to the Flames website. People are going to be going
I
to
ain't
the
going to
Flames
the Flames,
website
nothing.
to watch it. I know, but that's what they're telling Oiler fans to do.
yeah.
So
Like,
that's- like they
in the
are.
GDB today, I put
know.
if
I
you
think we
do not
expect
want to
too
pay
much
for
stuff
Oilers
for free
Plus,
these days.
you can watch on the Flame site for free.
So I just like I don't and
There's
don't get me wrong.
streaming
Rick.
sites
Don't get me
everywhere.
wrong.
There's how many streaming sites does everybody have?
Everything I've been saying up until this point is just going to counterpoint to what you're
that's
saying.
fair.
I don't think that the Oilers think that Oiler fans suck or that they're shitting on Oiler fans by doing that either. I think that they just recognize that they can make money and so they're trying to do it.
I just for me, it's like it's the only aspect that bothers me is that everybody else gives it for free. The preseason, the rest of the stuff is great. I'm all aboard with the behind the scenes stuff and paying for that. That's like to me, that's just the Oilers running their version of a Patreon. I'm on board with it. I'm into it. Just the preseason bothers me.
See, now just to me, you're just taking something that you had available anyways, and you're giving it to you're rewarding your subscribers at that point.
Well, or you use Bag Milk's language that is saying the exact same thing, which is you're putting it behind a paywall. One sounds very positive,
but it's still available.
One sounds very positive, and one
It's
sounds
available.
negative.
It's still available.
It's also
to you.
available for free on the Flames website tonight.
That's what I mean, though. It's still available to you, so you don't have to pay for the Oiler one.
Yes.
You can still watch the Oilers. You just have to go to the Flames one.
The slippery slope then comes into it. Well, what if the Flames Plus comes around and does
Well,
it?
so that's
When
what
it
I
comes
wanted to
around is
talk
what you're
about
trying
was
to say.
actually the NHL deal has like 1 or 2 years left on it with Sportsnet. So I actually think
Has it been 12 already?
we're getting close.
Good
1,
Lord.
2, 3 years left on the Sportsnet deal. I actually think everybody's going to start. Like, I just think the Oilers were the first to do it.
Yeah.
Now the Golden Knights have their Nighttime Plus.
Nighttime Plus. Yeah.
Everybody else is coming.
Yeah.
And there's no secret that Sportsnet Plus is now called Sportsnet Plus. That's like the plus thing is a signal too.
The funny thing to me is like all these streaming services. This is an aside. This is just like a general TV thing. It's like we were all like, "Fuck cable." Everybody wants cable, and then it's just like, "Well, you got streaming services," and then everybody's got a streaming service. And eventually, I feel like we're going to get to a point where
just
somebody
cable.
bundles the streaming services into one, and we just call it cable again.
Yes, it's pretty obvious what's happening. And you know what? I'm not, for TS, and I had an issue with TSN Plus because they took the Manning cast off TSN
And put it
behind TSN Plus.
Yeah,
You have
But
to pay
that's
for
where
it.
we're heading. We're heading towards
Yeah.
everything getting tucked behind that paywall.
But
So
if we're already doing it, I want to see what everyone's getting so bummed out about.
I'm not bummed out about it. I just think that it's just
People
to me.
actively-
didn't you just say
actively
that you
trying to fail.
aren't happy about the Manning being put behind?
Yeah, but
Okay.
that's the decision. It is what it is.
I know, but it's
I'm
just
not
like
saying- I'm
we-
not trying to like make TSN Plus fail, but I ain't gonna watch it. I'm not gonna see it now. It sucks,
Yeah.
but
I just also think like Twitter's not real life. Like it's
That's
just
true.
people are so hyperbolic on Twitter where it's like, I want this to fail, but you don't actually. You've got other
Because you don't
shit
have any
going
power
on.
to do it anyways. So like I want a country
you
to
just
fail.
put it in
Okay.
the air. That's what kids do these days. They manifest things.
Yes.
They just by saying it, and they put it on like a little cork board with some pictures or
Hey,
something
I
like
tried that on
Oh,
Hockey
I
Fights
love a
this morning.
mood board.
Yeah.
Love a mood board. Yeah. By the way, so if you do not get interactions from Liam anymore, you know what happened. I would say I've got a people's eyebrow about the goaltending, if that makes sense. Not worried, but like slightly concerned. I want Jack Campbell to bounce back so bad, and I believe he will.
Yeah.
But like, I need you to show me.
Yeah, 100%. No, and this is still like, so my opinion last week was I don't care. Luckily yesterday they took a step forward to me caring. They started getting rid of guys. Like I get it, but they're not gonna be part of the roster come June. They're not gonna be lifting the cup. So let's just get them out of the way. No offense to them. Get a little couple games in. So everything before tonight has been a breakfast ball. So even the game on Wednesday, which I sort of kind of watched as it worked, it has zero to do with me. It's allowing the players to get a breakfast ball out of the way, and I'll start judging them come tonight.
Rick, anything else the preseason's taught you so far? Or
No,
changed your
because to
outlook
me, to me it starts today.
Yeah.
We cut some cuts, got them out of the way. Everybody right now will be part of this team or possible call-ups for whatever reasons.
For me,
tonight
like,
it starts. Like
I'm with
nothing-
you.
Breakfast balls before this. Today is when I'll start like watching and judging.
I think what I said before the preseason started is game 6, 7, 8 is kind of when I'm going to pay more attention. So today's what? Game 4?
See, but
We're right there.
Yeah, see,
We're
I
right
think
there.
we'll have to start watching today for the bottom layer guys. You
Well,
can
I
start
got
watching
who's
those
playing
guys.
for you when we get to the
Oh,
Oilers
there's
Flames
quite a
preview. It
bottom
is
layer.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be it's a heavy. I mean, you only play you play at home games are NHL heavy. On the road are
Yeah, just don't lose by
heavy.
10 or more.
I think Warren Fogle, I would argue, is the best forward in tonight.
yeah.
So that's
But
preseason,
but
baby.
those other guys got to go out there and you know you're not gonna be playing against AHL competition when so and so gets called up. So
Flames have a lot of regulars in tonight. So
That's
for
good.
me, like in
Perfect.
the GDB, I wrote I don't care about whatever the score is tonight. I want to know which of the players that are playing today can help either put some pucks in the net or keep them out of the net.
I want to see them.
That's
keep out
what
of
I
the
wanna
net,
see.
But I want to see them how they look against their competition.
Yep.
That's what it is. You want to see a step. You want to see a step of progress now. And after a first couple of games, because I think a chunk of the guys you just spoke of probably have a couple of games under their belt already, right? So yeah, this is when they have to. You get 2 or 3, you get the nerves out of the way. You played in front of a massive crowd. You got over the fact you're tying your skates beside McDavid, and you're looking down the side and looking who you're playing. That's cool. That's all out of the way now. Now it's the first cuts are out. You need to start making progress starting today. Excellent.
Tonight is the night for Oilers Nation Night at Century Mile Racetrack starting at 6 p.m. It is a free day at the track. Come hang out with the Oilers Nation crew, win some prizes, enjoy some horse racing, maybe put a couple of shekels down on the ponies. You can watch Liam and Tyler do an on-location episode of Oilers Nation every day. That is coming out tonight at Century Mile Racetrack. You guys were talking about tonight's game against the Flams, so might as well jump ahead to that real quick. Again, it's preseason. We're not going to do a full preview on a preseason game, but here are who the Oilers have going down tonight. Forwards, Drake Caggiula, Derek Ryan, Greg the Egg McKegg, Lane Peterson. By the way, walking through the moss pit into Rogers Place the other day, and there was the Oilers store right there. By the way, Rick's face still on it. Hilarious. There was a big stack of Lane Peterson jerseys in the window, and I go, wait a minute. How much family does he have in town? Or are they just repurposing all the Devon Score jerseys? Much to Liam's chagrin.
Did you go in and check to make sure the whole row is actual? Because I've seen them do the old, where you have the movies where it's a stack of whatever, and it's, bill on top and a bill on bottom and just a bunch of blanks in the middle. I've seen them do that before where you go and you've got generic play. Like, so for example.
That's what I'm hoping happened then.
For example, last year when I was looking for a Vinny jersey, Desharnais was on the window. I was like, perfect. They're going to have some in there. He's got a row, but perfect. Went inside and it was the one display and there's just random.
Okay, so then that's probably what it was.
Behind them, yeah.
Admittedly, I'd had a couple of cocktails by the time I'm walking by there. I'm like, there's no fucking way. That's a whole row of Lane Peterson jerseys. So Peterson's playing Seth Griffin, Brad Malone, Warren Fogle, Carter Savoy's making his preseason debut, Xavier Bourgault, Dylan Holloway, James Hamblin, Raphael Lavoie. On the back end, we've got Cody Ceci, Brett Kulak, Vinny, Alex Peters, Phil Kemp. I thought Phil Kemp actually looked pretty good on Wednesday. Marcus Niemelainen and Noel Hoffenmeyer. And in net, we've got Olivier Rodrigue and Soup. No lines out yet, just who's playing. Looking at the Flames roster, they've got, I'm going to say, 75% of their top 9 is in. So it's one of those nights where, you know what I like about it, though, is to Rick's point, you're throwing some of these prospects into the deep end. See how you do.
You're at that point now, man. This is what preseason is for.
That's what it's for. So anyway, there's the Oilers and Flames preview coming up tonight. We'll see how it goes. Go check out the GDB is up at OilersNation.com now, whenever you listen to this. If you listen to it on Saturday, go back and read yesterday's, because I'll have a fresh one for you for Saturday's game. The other thing that came out this week, I want to move on. Right behind Rick, if we were looking at some of the clips, is the new Heritage Classic jersey. Was officially revealed this past week, and I just kind of want to ask Rick's opinion, because every Tuesday we do our team meeting for ON on Zoom, and I asked all the staff what they thought. Curious what you think.
Well, when I first came out, I don't think it's not designed for me. It's not. I'm not the target audience for this piece of memorabilia for once. But seeing it live, I think is a little bit nicer than I thought it was going to be. Then I kind of took it over the
grab it
over the computer.
Yeah, grab it.
No, that's just not for me.
You weren't a fan of the Edmonton Mercury's back in the 50s?
I was. 52. Yeah, I was a little bit too young at the time. A little bit too young. I really wasn't watching quite yet. You didn't have a lot of TVs back then, though, right? You had one. Yeah. Whatever. It's not that bad. I don't really mind it. I don't know if I really like the material for the numbers.
I actually quite like it in person.
I will say this though. I kind of dig the pants and gloves.
See, that's where they lose me. I just I get it. It's the vintage. It's the Mercury's. Blah blah blah. Like
I was, dude. If you can get me some Fedorov white Nike skates.
Oh fuck yeah,
and
I had those.
Some white mitts. I'm all about it. I like a little bit of change in the mitts.
Question for you: Are you buying one?
Well, I tried to say no earlier. We'll see. I guess.
Because I was at the game on Wednesday and I saw somebody cruising around with a fresh Nugent Hopkins. Looks good.
Yeah, and then it's
so if you get no name, is it if you get no name? I assume the oil drop on the front is just empty.
That's the one piece that I wish, now that I've seen it in person, I think on the meeting on Tuesday, I said, I don't like the pants and the jersey. But
yeah, I was with you. I didn't like the pants and the gloves.
Once I saw them in video, I actually don't mind the combination too much. The issue I have is this number on the oil drop, and for some reason, it just looks off to me. We looked back at the old Mercury jersey.
It's very different.
Yeah, and the old Mercury jersey, they had a 52 up there for the 52 Olympics, and so I think that's why they were kind of going there. I just would have loved to have seen an oil derrick or just something else in that oil drop that would have changed.
Like I said, we did this before the show again, so we'll do it again. And I still think you're incorrect about that. But what you do put in here, if you wanted to, was the logo for the Heritage game, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Or you
that's
could
what
put like
you could put in there.
the cup wins in there. I was trying to think of some alternate, like the year of the cup wins.
Something could have
Oh,
gone
that
in
might
there
have been
just to
okay.
kind of change it up.
Because it was like for the Mercuries, they won the Olympics.
Yeah.
Like the Oilers obviously don't get to play in the Olympics, so cup wins. That was my thought.
yeah, I did.
But anyway, I think like
I did pretty good there, actually. My
My,
left arm is screwed now.
my thought on the jersey was I like that they did this way better than what we saw in Winnipeg, which was just the normal jersey essentially with a patch on it.
oh, you'd have to show me what that one was again.
It was just
That was,
it was just the orange jerseys they were wearing at the time.
and then that was when the Jets unveiled like the revamp of the old
Yeah,
Jets.
Yeah, it was something like
Oh, the
Yeah.
Jets bring out the salon.
They had a
jerseys?
special jersey for that
Yeah.
game we didn't.
Where the Oilers was just like, here we are, patch.
But to be fair to the NHL back then, we weren't necessarily in the like
Yeah, that was so like
money-making-
unique and new in
the money
2003.
making era of jerseys.
I think it does a really good job at representing what it's supposed to represent.
But again, are you buying one? I think I'm
Well,
gonna.
luckily for me, I think I can like hum and haw for a while to the fact that the game is literally in like a month.
Yeah,
But I might
literally
be
a
able to,
month
like,
from today.
So I might be able to sneak past without buying one. So I don't know. I kind of feel like I need a jersey this year because I kind of buy a new one every year. And
Well, and some of your jerseys, they're just the dearly departed now.
some of them,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
You got-
it's an interesting graveyard.
Okay, so let me guess.
Oh, yeah.
Yamo, I know I've seen that.
Yep.
Obviously, you got Puljujärvi,
A couple.
the Costin.
Yep.
Davey.
Well, which one?
Davey,
Yep.
Brandon.
Oh, Brandon Davison. Yeah, like personal relationship there. But like, who else was like? But even last year's team, I felt like you have people that are just gone. There's those three for sure.
Did you get a Costin?
I got the Vinny, but I had an Ethan Bear before everyone jumped on that bandwagon. I was pushing that thing by myself.
You have a Carolina Hurricanes Ethan Bear jersey? Good for you.
Absolutely not. I have UFA Ethan Bear. Poor guy. I got
Yeah, he just got shoulder surgery, didn't he?
Yeah, you got I think the surgery is in the summertime though, wasn't it?
Ah,
No. No, I feel like there's just a lot of hips out there right now. That's the issue.
Tragically. Tragically.
Yep.
And I have the ever popular Andrew Ference.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on.
I mentioned that on the show last year because I said I might
Because
just
it
get
probably
that thing.
caught me off guard then
I
too.
might, yeah, no, 100% it did. I just might get that one repurposed and get the name bar off, but I mean getting the so and C off.
Who's
is gonna be
21
harder.
these days?
Well, it would have been a 21 last year.
Yeah, 21. Can you do something for me?
Clean.
R.I.P. Well, he's not dead.
No, it's not dead.
Just to me.
He's dead to the Oilers.
Yeah, just to me right now.
He's got a terrible golf swing too. If
Does he?
Oh, I don't know who follows him on Instagram or Detroit posted one. Yeah, his shot wasn't good.
The other news that came out this morning, and it was kind of being telegraphed for a while now. Ottawa Senators have named Steve Staios the president of hockey ops for
I
the
thought you were
Senators.
talking about the murderer of Tupac Shakur.
Way to tease my hot performer.
Sorry.
Finally. My fucking guy was slipping after 27 years, gave himself up.
If you've watched the movies, it's the same dude.
But I thought he was still alive.
Tupac?
Yeah.
Well,
so I
hey,
was-
now we're talking about a different thing.
Well, I was gonna say I was talking to Wanya this morning about that. I was like, "Hey, you see this?" He's like, "What? How
Big-
can you get charged for murdering someone who's still alive?"
Big
Yeah,
reveal
exactly.
of the court case is going to be Tupac walking in on sentencing day.
Tupac is going to be a witness in his own
Yes.
murderer's trial. He did it.
I was there.
Suge Knight's like, I don't know what happened. Shit. So Steve Staios moving on to the Ottawa Senators officially. I guess what's interesting to me is like,
Collusion?
well, obviously, but no, like, what's the plan now with Uncle Ken? He's in his last year.
Yeah, from what I understand, he might go year to year.
I don't mind that if that's the case. I don't
But,
mind
hey,
it
listen,
because
you can't talk to anybody who's got a contract, right? So the Oilers, they announced at like 7:30 this morning that Staios is now no longer with the team. He handed in his resignation. And at 7:31, go back and check. There's like a minute or two difference. Ottawa's like, yeah, he's our new president. How the hell did you guys talk to him without collusion? I want a damn draft pick.
it's just like, well, yes.
Yeah.
We should petition.
How did the NHL take those rules away once like
Once it screwed the
after
Oilers.
the Oilers got fucked? Tom McClellan,
Twice.
Shirelli.
Yeah.
By the
just
way,
put a-
Shirelli, going back again, I'm still annoyed about it because he got fired. It's not like they hired him from the Bruins as an active employee. He was fired. He was sitting there on his corduroy couch.
Isn't he currently with the Ottawa Senators?
Growing various facial hairs.
Didn't he just get hired by the Senators too? Weird that. Yes. Yeah, in an advisor role.
Did he, or was they just talking about it again?
Yeah, he did get hired somewhere. I feel like.
Thought it was Ottawa. For some reason.
Yeah, he joined the Ottawa Senators as an advisor of some kind.
If there's gonna be a guy that's gonna be put in charge of like signing contracts to players, Chiarelli would be my guy.
Dude,
That's it.
In Ottawa? Yeah, absolutely.
That's all you do, though. That's all you let the guy do. You just put him in a corner
I know you're feeling
office.
about it. Rick doesn't want anybody because he can fuck us from afar.
He's a spy, man. He's been put on this earth to screw the Oilers. He got us from within, and you put him somewhere else. Like, oh, go ahead and trade with that. No, that guy's going to be sniping us from a distance. He was definitely he was double agent when he was here. Prove me wrong.
Totally buy it. Listen,
career,
why do you think he had so many disguises all the time? He shows in, just a mustache. Shows in, full beard. Shows up, clean face.
Yep.
Spies.
Try and follow that guy around.
Open his trunk. See how many different corduroy jackets he's got in there.
Probably at least
The answer's
3.
a lot. The answer is a lot. Yesterday, the Edmonton Oilers trimmed down the training camp roster. 15 players sent to the AHL, including Jaden Gruby, Tyler Tullio, Matvei Petrov, Jake Chiasson, Max Wanner. So we're getting there. We're narrowing it down. I wish I'd make the cuts earlier, but I get it. The Oilers have 8 preseason games fucking forever.
And now we're down to 5.
5 left.
Yeah.
Because what was it originally? It was like 36 players or something. I wrote the article. I should know this.
Yeah, you're going to have 50. You're going to have 20-ish forwards. You're going to have 12, 13, 14 defense, 4 goalies.
Well, here's a different way of looking at it. Drake Kajula, gone. Greg McKay, gone. Lane Peterson, probably gone. Seth Griffith, probably gone. Brad Malone, sorry, Dan. Carter Savoy, gone. Xavier Bourgault, gone. James Hamlin, gone. Raphael Lavoie, maybe. On the back end, Alex Peters, no. Phil Kemp, no. Marks Niemelainen, no. Noel Hoffenmeyer, no. Olivier Rodrigue, no. So they got a lot of work to do. Yeah,
Where's the game tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
That's today. No, it's in Vancouver, isn't it? Or is it here?
I think it is in Vancouver.
Yeah, I think it's in Vancouver. Yeah, I can see after the.
They're in Calgary tonight.
Calgary today, Vancouver tomorrow, and some guys are going to have a rough NFL Sunday because I think they're going to be on airplanes.
Yeah, but tomorrow's game is on TV.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Canucks.
To be fair, the Oilers have never had Oiler broadcasts on Sportsnet.
They also have to mention the Sedins 3 times within them broadcast. So Calgary tonight, Vancouver
I have a real
tomorrow.
issue with that.
Monday they are in Seattle. Wednesday they're back here against the Flams, and then the final preseason game is next Friday, the 6th, against Seattle in Edmonton.
So you're going to run at least that last Friday, the real deal team.
Yeah, probably pretty close. But it will be interesting to see is the deployment, because like when I was at the game on Wednesday, I was surprised just how much Darnell Nurse and Evan Bouchard played almost 27 minutes on Wednesday. Yeah, I was stunned when I looked at the box score.
Got to get them up to speed, man. That's what you're
As
playing.
long as the game isn't getting chippy.
You'll probably not be playing that much hopefully not be playing that much in a regular season game. So yeah, you kind of get that extra little breath in your lungs. And
like doing this off the top of my head, it was like Leon, Connor, Nuge. They were all around 18-ish minutes on Wednesday.
So pretty much average.
I'm not going to say concerned about Ryan McLeod. I don't like that they haven't given us anything.
Yeah,
and I get it.
At this point, you got to.
I'm just worried about it. Because I truly believe that he's in line for a 20-goal season if he can get a little bit of luck and stay healthy. So
Draisaitl played 18 minutes and 39 seconds. McDavid played 18 minutes and 3 seconds. Adam Earn at 9:28.
I mean,
Evan
like an
Bouchard
old
played
Earn
26.
can't get more than 9 minutes in the preseason. Chances are that PTO ain't turning into
To your point,
jack shit.
Bagmilk, Bouchard, and Nurse played 26 minutes each that night.
Yeah, so they played a ton. I was surprised about that. But whatever. That's what the preseason's for. They're not playing tonight. So clearly Woody wanted to get their minutes in last week. Bruce Kurlock.
Friday, you're going to have 4 or 5 days off before game 1. So you want to give them a little bit of.
Yesterday on the website, Bruce Kurlock, and I encourage you to read the article because it was fantastic, did a deep dive. The Oilers have changed their defensive system from a 1-3-1 to a 1-1-3. Which is going to be interesting because you've got now more bodies kind of able to collapse around the net, which to me I liked because last season there were so many garbage goals given up where maybe Stu would kick out a save and then someone was just right there to fucking bang it home. So I'm hoping going back to a 1-1-3 in the defensive zone will have more people collapsing to the front of the net and kind of clear out some of that garbage.
Yeah, but the 1-1-3 is more of like when the other team starts in their own end.
Yeah, so they fall back. Like it's a much more.
Once you get in your own end, once the puck is below our blue line, they better not be playing anything that looks like a 1-1-3.
That's what they are.
You can't. 3 guys in front of the net, one like this and one like
It's
this.
like the centerman kind of floats down low, and then there's one in the middle and one up top.
I don't like.
The thing that I'm worried about it with those 2 forwards not up near the point is I don't want Leon and Connor getting anywhere near blocking shots from 25 feet or whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, as long as they do it properly.
Get out of the way. Stu's got it.
Straight up and make sure nothing that faces, everything padded is what's facing. None of this turning your body sideways stuff.
Or the hand open thing.
You put your palm inward.
I say put your hand in your pants. Yep.
That'll will work. Keep your hands behind you. Make it the soccer wall.
So anyway, check out Bruce's article. He did a deep dive, plenty of video examples. You're going to learn something. I promise you. Maybe the others want to make some new memories, which is what our friends at Alberta Blue Cross want to help us with. There's only one thing better than sharing memories. It's making new ones. Alberta Blue Cross is now the official travel insurance provider of the nation for all things nation vacation. So when we go down to Seattle in November, which is coming up quick, our friends at Alberta Blue Cross are going to make sure that we do so safely. We thank them for that. So new defensive zone coverage. We'll see how it goes. I was on Low Tide's show yesterday and we were talking about it. And LT's point was it all comes down to execution. Doesn't matter what your defensive system is. If you can't execute it, we're back to the Swarm days.
Don't.
I love the idea of a team having versatility in its defensive looks too, though.
Yeah, I do
because if you're struggling with that, it's not just let's throw out McDavid and Draisaitl onto the ice. We could change up our defensive.
The other team's going to try and game plan for it. Right?
Alternate theory. Oilers hire a defensive coordinator from the NFL to come up with different defensive schemes
every single play.
Think, to be fair, I think it had to be basketball.
Basketball, yeah, that's
basketball is a little more.
You could call out one of the plays from the bench, and then they
generally play zone defense in the NBA. Makes sense. Here we're thinking outside the box.
I don't want dudes tackling like the lane. Well, I mean, some of the hits in the NFL, I'm down for that.
Some of them, not many anymore though.
No.
Fun league.
Yeah, the open ice one, the open field ones, we're still good with.
Yeah, we're good with that. Anyway, we're thinking outside the box. An NBA head coach coming in as the defensive coordinator? Maybe.
One of the best defensive players ever in the NBA.
Dennis Rodman.
We'll bring in Dennis Rodman. We're going to bring in the worm.
First of all, now we're spicing up the in-game as well.
Now we're talking.
Think about how good Oilers Plus content would be.
Now we're cooking. Listen, I'm paying $3 a month for Oilers Plus if Dennis Rodman's in it.
That'd be incredible.
I just rewatched his 30 for 30. So fucking good.
Yeah.
That guy was an animal.
Yeah, literally.
In every sense of the word.
Yeah.
An animal.
I listened to a podcast not too long ago talking about him, Pippen, and Jordan all being the same kind of like body type where they didn't come into their height until they were like 23, 24. Like Rodman wasn't even picked for his university team.
Yeah.
And he was a ball boy on the team. And then they gave him a shot and fucking there he went.
There he goes.
They all just kind of came into their own at the right time.
And I'll tell you one thing, Dennis Rodman is going to teach the boys how to clear out the junk in front of the crease too.
Think about our interview training after that though. Like the interviews would be 1,000 times better. We should do this. We should try and get people that are not Oiler fans to come on this Oilers podcast.
Well, got to take swing somewhere. Can't leave the bat on your shoulder, I want to talk about Ask the Idiots. Got a couple of questions here for our friends at Cornerstone Insurance. For 90 years and 4 generations, Cornerstone Insurance has been Edmonton's premier boutique insurer with all of the insurance products you need. If you visit cornerstoneins.ca/nation, you can get a quote in just a couple of seconds. And if you use the promo code NATION, you will get an exclusive rate. You need insurance anyway. Why not get your coverage for a little bit less? cornerstoneins.ca/nation. Gentlemen, I've got 3 questions for you. Ask the Idiots. And the first one I'm very, very much happy with because I actually don't know the answer to it. And I'd love to hear your opinion. For our friends at Cornerstone Insurance, who is your early contender for the Ty Ratty Award? I'm going to say that currently there is no contender for the Ty Ratty Award. This award is wide open.
No, there's no front runner then.
Okay, so no front runner.
Yeah,
that's a better way to say it.
And I know who I put at the top.
All right, who you got?
Connor Brown.
But can you use Connor Brown as a tie ratty
because
award?
if he's not playing with, if he's got no connection to Connor McDavid,
Played with him on Wednesday.
well, I know. I mean, like away from hockey. Like obviously, Connor. They went out and got him because he's buddies with him, right?
Yeah.
He could literally get knocked out of that position by someone coming out and having a good. He's got to earn that. He's got to stay there. You don't like.
I don't know.
If he's not with Connor, if he's not even with the Oilers this year, are you even talking about Connor Brown? Period. Where are you putting him on? What line are you putting him on in Toronto? The third.
Tavares' line.
The third. What line do you put him on anywhere else?
Wasn't he in Toronto at one point?
Maybe
He was,
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that one. I think that the very
He's not a superstar.
The heart of the tie ratty answer is
He's not a superstar.
Somebody that you didn't expect, but we're bringing in Connor Brown, and he's a $4 million player.
Yeah, but part of that is because we wanted to bring him in for the Connor McDavid connection.
Yeah, but we brought him in to replace Yamamoto. Like he's penciled into that spot.
Penciled in, but he's definitely not going to earn it. Or he has to earn it, sorry.
Not gonna earn it.
He has to earn it.
I don't think he has to.
For sure
Who's
he does.
behind him? Who replaces him?
You've got Lavoie if he can do it. You got Holloway can do it. You got fucking on his last year. Yeah, there you go.
Is McClellan, not McClellan, Jesus, Woodcroft. I was looking at Woodcroft in my head and I said McClellan. Woodcroft going to have the guts to say
yes.
No, Connor. I don't know. I don't think so. I disagree.
He's literally put Evander Kane on the third line
in place with Hyman replacing him. Or Nuge replacing him.
Regardless of who you're replacing, he took
my thing is that you can't
put him on the third line.
My thing for Connor Brown is that there's just nobody behind him that's replaceable. My answer to the question is
wrong.
Wrong. It's going to be
you leave a little gap there.
I think the reality is what you said, Bag Milk, is true that it's really wide open. But if I had to pick somebody, I don't know. I guess it's probably going to be Sutter. Wouldn't it be like Sutter makes this team and then is working his way into an answer role of some sort?
See, to me, the answer had to get a guy who's not normally going to play in the top six and got us up to the top. Brandon Sutter's not coming anywhere. The closest to the top six he comes is when he like sits back on the bench.
Well, now we're talking about two different things, right? The answer and the Tie Ratty Award are two different awards.
Yeah, I'm talking about a guy.
Very prestigious awards as well.
I'm just talking about a guy that's going to come in and blow off the doors.
I think it's still wide open.
Yeah,
we are at the midway point of the preseason tonight. I'm looking for a contender. I'm looking for somebody to grab the Tie Ratty Award, hold on to it like Dylan Holloway did last year when he lit up the preseason.
So you just want a winner of the preseason?
That's what the Tie Ratty Award is.
Oh, I was thinking the answer, I guess then. Yeah, Tie Ratty Award. I don't want to. That doesn't matter then because preseason doesn't mean shit.
Exactly. That's why we created an award to make it mean something.
Well, I take my answer back, and my new answer is I don't care because it's only preseason.
Question number 2, Rick, you're up first.
Yeah.
We are disbanding the Seattle Kraken and the Vegas Golden Knights, and you get to poach one player from each roster with no cap implications. Who are you taking from each?
Holy hell.
Gotta actually look at the roster.
So from Seattle, I am yeah. Okay. So Seattle, we're going to go with Matty Beniers, and Vegas, we're going to go with Shea Theodore.
I like that. Dan, who you got? Who you stealing?
Well, to be different, I'm going to go Jamie Alexiak from the Kraken just because I've always liked his size.
And we get Penny at the games.
Vegas is not going to be Mark Stone. I think I would just grab Jack Eichel just for the fun of it. It would be hilarious to have Eichel, Draisaitl, and McDavid and Nuge on this team.
The center depth is unparalleled.
Your third line center.
Your third line center is Jack Eichel. I mean, you're in a good spot. You know what? It's going to have to come with a gift basket, but I am going to take Petro from. He is an upgrade on Cody Ceci. Our defense is better, but we're going to have to mend a fence. We're going to have to mend a bridge here. All right. Last question, Dan, you're first. A little nonsense here. Ask the idiots for Cornerstone Insurance. You are only allowed to eat one dish for the rest of your life. One dish.
It's just going to have to be, just because I trust it and I know it, it's a cheeseburger from now on.
None but cheeseburgers for Dan.
Yep.
Rick, you're a big food guy. This is a tough one.
This is probably one of the hardest questions.
You only get one meal for the rest of your life.
Well, I'll just go with a steak dinner.
I'm going to go probably, pizza's good. I want to say pasta, but I don't feel like that's the spirit of the question. I'm going to say like a sushi. I love sushi. I could eat sushi forever. There you go. Ask the idiots. Slide on into my DMs. The boys don't get to hear these questions before we ask them. They can be about the Oilers. They could be about stealing players from another team. They can be about anything you want. Honorary Ask the Idiots question. Rick, is the love between Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift real, or is this fake?
I hate it.
You shock me, Rick. I thought you were going to be all in on this. Are you devastated at the news that Entertainment Tonight Canada will be done after 18 years?
That is sad. What's Rick the Temp doing?
That's a good question.
Well, he ain't going to be a temp no more. That's for damn sure.
Shit.
Depends if it died naturally or they didn't want to keep it going anymore because it takes them.
I believe they don't want to keep it going.
We're losing a lot of national something. So yeah.
We've got Kennedy sitting behind me. We've got another edition of Kennedy's quote game. I'm going to ask you the last Ask the Idiots question because it's fun.
Okay.
You only get to eat one meal for the rest of your life. What'd it be?
Mashed potatoes.
Whoa. Wow. Little potato girl.
You can literally make I went with steak dinner, so I can include mashed potatoes on my plate. You can go a little more. You can say what kind of turkey?
No, I respect her. I respect her
was the
gumption
first
to
thing.
just
I don't
get
know,
a little
maybe
more
it's just a
variety here.
Hey,
I don't know. Maybe it's the type of day we're having today, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes sound real good right
there you
now.
go.
I dig it.
It's just like day 48 of mashed potatoes. And you're like, fuck.
Okay, we all have to eat the thing that we said now for the rest of the month of October.
Yeah, I'm down to eat sushi all month.
There you go.
We got Kennedy in the room to play her quote game. If you haven't,
I leveled this up last time we played this, and I connect my phone to the Roadcaster, and now I'm trying to connect it. And yeah.
Get over there.
Liam's got to be.
so we got to get a little prep work
Tech
done here
support.
for Kennedy's quote game. Liam is wandering over for a little bit of tech support. While they were setting that up, I will tell you that the ratings for NHL 24 came out yesterday. Connor and Leon, two of the top three players in the game.
Who's in the middle?
Pretty sure it's Cale Makar. Might be Nathan McKinnon. I forget now. I forget what the graphic said.
Yeah, this isn't just a homer thing, but they're definitely the two best players in the league, period.
Not according to Mike Gould.
Oh, that's the idiot who said that's the idiot. Oh, that's the guy who's saying Connor Leon's like 10th or something like that.
But you also got to keep in mind Mike Gould is a Flames fan.
Yeah.
Oh, so he can't remove his heart from his.
It's like I would,
opinion.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say Huberdeau is top 50.
And Mike Gould is very good at what he does on social, if that makes sense.
He is. He
And
drinks me all the time.
for the record, he's not an NHL GM.
Definitely not.
Not.
He is a very good contributor for us at Daily Faceoff and Flames Nation, but definitely not GMing. But again, like I said, on social, he's got his lane and he's very, very good at it. Are we ready, Kennedy?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Tech support worked. Okay. Same role as the last bit. I know we're getting back into the swing of the season, but rules are 6 quotes, 2 are a double up, as it's been for the last bit. So let's get going.
6 quotes is 2 double up? That's
like there's 2 people. One double up.
Yeah. Okay, that's
what I meant.
right.
Like there's 2
I was just, throwing a little curveball, getting our heads early.
I would throw a curveball.
I was concentrating too. It should knock my brain off the hamster off the wheel.
Number 1. Again, I'm going to complain about the reffing. How they only get 2 power plays.
I don't know.
No cheating. Alrighty, number
Rick
2.
noted cheater.
Yeah. Can't lose $50 at the casino if you don't go, but damn it, you can't win 100 either.
Oh, I
feel like that's a layup.
I heard that one. I heard his voice.
3, it's not a love, it's not a hate, it's just an irrelevance of what he is to this team.
Well, I'm really excited to hear more about that clip.
Somebody was depressed.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad that I pulled the audio for these ones because
So
these
am
ones
I.
are fun. Okay, number 4. I get the emails about Drake not showing up. Number 5, if you can build a house, why can't you play 17 minutes on the blue line?
Jesus.
And number 6, Connor McDavid, real life podcast listener, confirmed. Oh,
I think I don't feel good about today.
I do not.
Except the very one specific answer.
Yeah, I know.
I'm really curious how you guys do on this one.
All right, I'm excited. I haven't heard the upgraded version of this game yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Number 1.
Stop it. Number 1.
Kennedy's quote game.
Okay.
We're working through it.
The power play doesn't go 100%.
That's a joke.
Do you know what I honestly thought was a joke, though? Again, I'm going to complain about the reffing. How did they only get 2 power plays?
Connor had a
figured
couple
that'd
look.
be me. Yep. How did everybody do?
Liam.
I'd be him.
I also had me.
I'm not good at this game.
Okay, number 2 was can't lose $50 at the casino if you don't go, but damn it, you can't win 100 either.
All in unison. Tyler.
Hey, your first round pick doesn't always work out though. We moved,
But it's got a better chance of working out than if you do nothing.
Athanasiou did not work out, did it?
Can't lose $50 at the casino if you don't go, but damn it, you can't win 100 either.
I like how he used this one when he's not here either.
Yeah.
Here's
terms
a
of a-
softball. Nope.
In terms of a Kennedy's quote game layup, that was the one.
That's it. I was like, that's a shirt in itself. Number 3, it's not a love, it's not a hate, it's just an irrelevance of what he is to this team.
I got Rick.
I also said Rick.
I don't think I'd use the word irrelevant.
I don't either,
So
but
I went with Liam.
Question number 3.
Why is it not?
I had Rick.
It's not playing. It literally was just working.
It was. I heard it.
So now you got to reenact the quote.
Now it's a good time to go to an ad.
Oh my God.
Devon Shore. Just Liam, what is your love of Devon Shore right now?
It's not a love, but it's not a hate. It's just an irrelevance of what he is to this team.
Wow.
Wow. About Devon Shore.
Rick, the only one that got it.
God,
Man,
no.
you are a tough lover.
Kennedy chose violence on that
Oh,
quote too.
I know.
I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's like, that is
clip
what-
that and tag Devon Shore,
You wanna
please.
That
hear
is
it
one of
again?
the meanest things you could have said about him.
Dan, whenever the power play doesn't go.
Oh, that's a Tyler one. Yeah.
Liam, what is your love of Devon Shore right now?
It's not a love, but it's not a hate. It's just an irrelevance of what he is to this team.
And that's the clip that made that's the
Caught
clip
in
that made them move on from
4K,
Devon Shore.
Love it.
That was the one
Wow.
that they heard, and they were like, you know what? We don't need Devon here anymore.
Quote number 4.
Number 4. I get the emails about Drake not showing up.
I'm going to say Dan because Dan is generally tied to customer service.
This is true. I said me.
I have BM. That just sounds like something he says.
Might not. Drake might be there. Probably not.
You never know.
He might be.
We're not going down this promised lands again, are we?
Well, you never know, though. I mean,
I
you
get the
don't know.
emails, Rick. I get the emails about Drake not showing up.
Dan does get the emails.
It's true.
I get the emails when Drake doesn't show up. Don't worry, he'll be at our season launch party on October 11th.
I don't get the emails anymore. I don't get the emails.
Ah, shit. Well,
Biebs is going to show
Pinball and
up.
Drake, come on.
Love it.
Quote number 5.
If you can build a house, why can't you play 17 minutes on the blue line?
See, I had Liam.
I said Tyler.
I have me for some dumb reason. I just ran out. I had
Life.
to delete me sooner or later.
He's figuring out life after hockey, basically, is the update. Doing a lot of fishing
And he's building a house.
with his bare hands.
Yeah, if you can build a house, why can't you play 17 minutes on the blue line?
It's not.
Wow.
Not wrong, though.
No, I literally had to pick myself because
If you can build a house, why can't you play 17 minutes?
great point.
He was also
It's
playing
true.
pickleball the other day, so I'm like, come on, man, come back. Alrighty, last one, number 6. Connor McDavid, real life podcast listener confirmed.
I said me.
I said bag milk.
I have Tyler.
Alrighty, let's listen.
Some of those kind of windy videos that I like so much from Brady.
Connor, we gotten a couple of non-sponsored posts from Connor on his social media. He must be listening in real life because Chalmers had a big problem with that about 2 weeks ago. Connor
Yeah.
McDavid, real life podcast listener,
it is.
confirmed.
Hey.
Probably.
How do we do, team?
How we go?
4.
This is a high score for me recently, and it's 2.
Nice.
I got
I've
4.
been over recently.
Pardon?
4.
Yeah, same here.
I got Rick and Liam wrong. They were reversed.
Wow.
I like that. It's better with the clips.
It is. It's a lot funnier, but
We say a lot of dumb bullshit is what this game has taught me.
I do have a surprise though. You guys are all losers in my eyes, but I made stickers of your guys' new.
Hey.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow.
That's fine. Tyler, I'll take Tyler's.
I'm just showing to the camera.
New
And then
laptop
Waz
sticker
can
for me.
Zoom in, Waz. Right
These are
there.
awesome. I love this logo, by the way.
Yeah.
Turned out great. You want to stick in for Hot and Cold Performers? Let's do it. Hot and Cold Performers for our friends at Wilhock Beef Jerky. 3 locations around the city, Spruce Grove, Leduc, and right at West Edmonton Mall near the Ice Palace. That's where the jerky's at. That's where the pickled eggs are at. Kenny, do you like pickled eggs?
No.
Do you like eggs?
Yeah. I like eat eggs, not pickled ones.
All right. Well, we got progress.
More
we
for
got
us.
some work to do.
Yeah. Have at it.
I just got to get
I like
hammered. Good and hammered and a pickled egg.
Beef jerky. I'll eat a bag of beef jerky myself though.
I would eat a bag of beef jerky right now if it was here. And a sausage.
Yeah.
I just sent the tweet to Dennis Rodman to try and get him on the podcast.
The worm's coming in. Tuesday episode. He's going to play word association with us. Stay tuned for Tuesday's episode for Dennis Rodman. 1, Rick and I get fresh jerseys. 2, he's playing word association.
I just said we're looking to speak with you about defense, your time on the Brighton Bears, and dealing with the media.
Perfect person to ask. Great person to ask. For our friends at Wilhock Beef Jerky, it is time for Hot and Cold Performers. If you don't know how this works, we look at the last 7 days of our lives and you pick a highlight, you pick a low light. Pretty simple. Self-explanatory. Kennedy, you're sitting in, so I'm putting you on the spot. Your Wilhock Beef Jerky Cold Performer of the Week.
My cold performer of the week. I have a cold right now, so that's not doing so hot. Not firing all cylinders. So, take care of yourself. Get sleep. It's flu season, so be careful. That's my cold performer.
Oh, that's cold.
Yeah, a little vitamin C.
Vitamin C.
Safety first, then friendship. I have a question. Do we need internet for this stuff? Because it is gone.
StreamYard.
We're still over here recording. StreamYard cut out for about 2 minutes.
So audio
It's
should
back
be
to
fine.
recording. Audio should be okay? All right.
Audio should be fine.
All right.
If it's on audition.
Thank you for listening to 2 minutes of dead air, listener.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we cut out some point around Ask the Idiots, you know what, or Kennedy's quote game, you'll know what happened.
Yeah.
It was really funny, though. Promise.
Oh, hilarious. Best 2 minutes audio you ever heard or never heard. Nation Dan, your Wilhock Beef Jerky Cold Performer of the Week.
Well, for my cold performer of the week, I'm going to go down to our friends in Vegas and one Mark Stone for
He's not a friend.
for 2. Yeah, I guess our foes from Vegas.
Not at all.
He thank you for throwing me off there. He got smoked by Hayden Hodgson.
Clean hit.
Great
very
hit,
clean
too.
hit. Then proceeded to get up and jumped the player
Not
and
until
tried
he
to
had
fight
two other.
everybody
Not until he
else.
had 2 other guys
Yeah.
in there ahead
Backing
of
him
him,
up.
so he knew he didn't have to do anything.
But it's not so much that for me, whatever that happens. Then he goes to the post-game interview. He first mocks Hayden Hodgson and says he'll never see him again, which I guarantee you he will now because he's under your skin, Mark. Second of all, then he brags about grabbing and throttling a 20-year-old kid that he struck some fear into the eyes of. For me, Mark Stone, you don't want to get hit. Don't play the games in the preseason. Just sit out until the playoffs, and then maybe they won't touch you again.
Like last year?
Yeah, exactly. Or retire. You deserve to have a good send off, but stop shitting on kids for hitting you when you're out there playing the game of hockey. So, Mark Stone, you get my cold performer of the week.
What the hell is going on?
My thought was, Mark Stone, you're roughly my age, give or take. You grew up on Rock'em Sock'em movies. I promise you that. And keep your head up in the trolley tracks. Hey, keep your head up.
They tried to make,
if you don't
they
get
tried
hit,
to make that hit into being a late hit.
an
They were
idiot.
trying to say it was everything, and it just
Clean
wasn't.
hit.
It was
Yeah,
a
because
good
they're in Vegas.
on
They
stage.
don't even know the
hit.
goddamn sport yet.
Embarrassing.
What?
I don't think so.
No,
It was
wasn't.
close.
He was
It was close
gliding.
to interference, if anything.
Ew, he's gliding. He's not
2
striding.
seconds.
He's not taking strides. No, he was gliding on the way in. It was clean.
Rick, your Wilhock Beef Jerky Cold Performer of the Week.
I've had enough of this, and now it's trying to infect football. But this whole T-Swift fucking shit all over the world, I can't stand any of it. It is absolute every aspect of it.
It's infecting football.
It's infecting football.
And why?
It's got to go. Why? Because of the stupid Chiefs thing now.
Yeah.
We don't want that. I don't want people like, oh, it's good for football. I don't want those people watching football.
Why not?
They're going to try and do.
people-
They're
Are you actively trying to take down the sport of football? Do you?
No,
hate
but the little fucking marketing thing that is that girl over there, I've had enough of that. That shit is everywhere.
I would like to separate myself, Swifties. Don't flood my mentions. RBW 1832.
Yeah.
This is 100% on me. I have no issues.
You want his phone number?
Listen,
sorry.
I don't care about her
easily
terrible
findable.
music either.
Yeah.
Just leave me out of it.
Yeah, see? Did no one catch that? I caught it.
See, but
I hear it.
he's not trying to take her down
Her
personally.
terrible music either.
He's not trying to take her down personally.
And
though, so
yeah,
he's-
you're angry about this, and I'm like, what?
Not her personally. The marketing machine.
You're
that is
mad
her.
about the fact of
The
like
marketing machine
other
that is-
if
people
you're trying to
watching
take down the
football.
marketing machine, you're an anti-Taylor Swift.
Rick doesn't believe in
don't
love. That's
believe-
what we're learning here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
No.
Yeah,
good Cole performer.
Let's end this
Oh my god.
T-Swift BS.
And now a button.
Are you thrilled? I'm not.
Rick's not.
I feel better.
Well, my cold performer of the week wasn't that fun. I just, I don't like that it gets dark at 8 o'clock. I was just kind of.
It was nice of you to yield your time to Rick.
I'd be very surprised if she does not turn into some sort of Milli Vanilli situation.
He's still going.
Yeah, I know.
I had all week to think of these things.
Can I change my cold performer to Rick?
Nope.
I was.
Fuck off. Good lord.
I was going to take Frank out on a walk, and it's 8:30. I'm like, it's pitch black outside.
Yeah,
Here
AM or PM now.
I'm hanging on to the summer, and
Rick's
Rick's was just better than
antagonizing
mine.
Swifties.
Yeah. Me personally.
Well, by the way, on
Jeez.
Sunday, if I set an over-under for Sunday's game of 10.5 on TV appearances for T-Swift, you taking the over or the under?
in the
over.
game?
Pound the over.
No shit.
Yeah.
They'll do that in the first quarter. It's
Well,
so
that's
fucking
the thing. The
ridiculous.
score is going to be bad.
The score is going to be terrible, and all you're going to do is see this person.
Celebrating scores.
All right. Let's end off the podcast with a positive note. Let's reverse the order a little bit. Liam, you're up first. Your Wilhock Beef Jerky Hot Performer of the Week. Nation Dan, you're up next. Your Wilhock Beef Jerky Hot Performer of the Week.
Mine's going to come from work related. As I mentioned earlier, finding streams has been difficult this preseason for myself over at Hockey Fights. So user on Twitter, Aaron Gold, was at the
Ari
Avalanche
Gold?
Wild game last night. Same guy, yeah. And he just saw a fight break out and decided to record it and sent it to Hockey Fights. And I'm not joking. I was going through the motions of, I'm not going to get this fight. I'm not going to find this fight. I checked everywhere, couldn't find it, was about to close my computer when I looked at Twitter, and 42 seconds before that, he sent the video. So user Aaron Gold sent me a fight. I got it up on the website. You wouldn't have seen it otherwise. So that's my Hot Performer of the Week.
Feeling hot, hot, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot.
Speaking of which, if this office reunion actually happens, there's no way it's going to be any good, right?
Not at all.
It's not a reunion; it's a reboot, right?
Yeah,
So like restarting the show again.
Oh, yeah, sorry, reboot. But like, isn't it supposed to be the same people?
They need to like explain that.
I have some
As far as
questions
I understand,
because-
they're just like using them as a picture and saying
Yeah.
a reboot. Well, I've seen that before, and then all the guys in the picture are used for like 3 seconds in a
Because, like-
fucking movie or something like that.
Like, Steve Carell and what's his name? Jim, his real name.
Yep. Kravinsky.
John Krasinski, like, how much would you have to pay to get those two out of bed at this point?
Well, you're not. I don't think you need Steve. I don't think you can put him back in because he was in Colorado. His
He just
character.
left, but you
His
can bring him
character
back.
just left. Yeah, I
Michael
guess.
Paper, the Michael Scott Paper Company is back
Yeah, hey.
this
I don't
time in
know.
Colorado, but they're selling
You
different
need-
papers.
yeah, Michael Scott has
Start
to
in
be in it.
Scranton.
He has to be in it. Otherwise, he's going to be the reason why you get the snowball rolling again. You can take him out after like 3 or 4 episodes, fine, but he
Ricky
needs to be there to
Gervais
start.
should be the new boss.
Ricky Gervais?
Come full circle.
Yeah, David Brent
Yes.
would be his character name. I don't remember where I was. Who had that?
That
Rick?
was me. That was the last
Definitely.
full performer.
Rick, you were up next. Your Wilhock Beef Jerky Hot Performer of the Week.
Well, I'm a big fan of away fans being petty. This is something I would do. So anybody watched the Eagles game the other day? They had the Arizona Cardinals flag going around. They do it from one side to the other. And then there's a group of Eagles fans in there, and they refused to help bring the flag across. In fact, they hindered it. So as you see the flag come across, it's top to bottom coming across, and then you hit the fans, and now it's getting scrunched, and they're like literally trying to like pull it out of the way fast. So all those Eagle fans who would not help move the flag, I like you guys.
The big guy is smoking hot.
I'm always shocked that those flags get out of there unscathed. Like, surely there's some trolls in the world.
I never like being under it either.
Yeah.
I just want to put that on record. I don't want to be under it.
I can't believe that somebody hasn't like stabbed something through it and then just watched it go along and finished off the flag. Like, I don't know. It's just
I don't like it.
It reminds me that lasted this long.
It reminds me of that game we played as kids.
Yeah, the parachute thing.
Parachute.
People are bringing all kinds of weapons into the games, Rick. I watched somebody try to bring an alligator into a game in a baseball stadium 2 days ago.
The only thing you should ever smuggle into a game is Alberta beef. And if you're old enough, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit Red Wings.
Mm-hmm. Kennedy, you're up next. Your Will Hawk beef jerky.
My hot performer is Taylor Swift.
For what?
Just collect that bag. No, it goes out to actually everybody here in Nation HQ and like everybody else that's been helping out. We have a lot of good stuff coming out for the season. There's a lot of exciting stuff, a lot of new shows, everybody's very excited. There's a bunch of new people coming in on the team and stuff, and it's just, I'm really excited for the season to start going. Hockey's our one true love, and you can feel the passion, you can feel the energy. We're just going for it this season. So my hot performer goes out to everybody kind of putting in the work.
Yeah! I like it.
Mm-hmm.
My hot performer is Travis Kelce's jersey sales.
So
that's not right.
And his podcast.
Finally, after like 27 years, I've been waiting. I've been watching. We have an arrest on who killed Tupac. Finally. But he's still alive, so how do you arrest for a murder of a live man? I don't know. But here we are.
This is why I'm hot. I'm hot because I'm fly. You ain't because you not.
That's the lawyer's problem.
It is the lawyer's problem. If there's one thing that's going to get NSYNC together, it's a fine movie like Trolls 2.
I'm like, Liam doesn't care unless it's Black Eyed Peas.
The TV show writers and the movie writers have stopped doing things. Like they're on strike. So a lot of those guys, that's why you see a couple guys back in wrestling too.
Peak NSYNC was on The Simpsons.
They got nothing else to do. And Cena, they're both in back. Well, they were back for... Yeah, they got nothing. They got no movies to do right now because the writers were all done. Now the writers are back now, so...
Yeah, NSYNC. You want quick rankings? Okay, I got you. JC Chazé looks the best. He aged the best. Without question, don't argue with me. Second, JT, Timberlake, still handsome, looks great. Number 4. Now, number 3.
Yeah.
Here's where we start to get a little bit tricky.
I know, we're about
I know it's Friday.
Here's where we start to get a little tricky because the other 3, I mean, we've got issues going on. Lance Bass, you are pulled back tighter than a drum, my friend. There is not a wrinkle on that face anywhere to be seen. He looks like Michael Myers from Halloween almost.
Trip to space.
Well, he was an astronaut. That's a good pull by you.
Thank you.
Number 4, Joey Fatone looks a little bit like Santa, but he's still lovable, and I like that.
Yeah, but poor guy's got a reason though. He owns like a hot dog store.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I saw him on Triple D once, and those dogs look really damn good.
And Chris Kirkpatrick, I just know what you've been doing for the last 20 years, so you're dead last in my power rankings.
Safeway.
I grew up in the NSYNC era.
You didn't have an NSYNC Barbie? Come on now.
I grew up in the NSYNC era.
Or wait, was that Backstreet Boys?
There you have it. Last couple of things that I want to mention. Tickets on sale right now for the season launch party on October 11th. That is going to be at Greta downtown. Go buy tickets at nationgear.ca. Tonight, again, friendly reminder, is Nation Night at Century Mile Racetrack. Go watch the ponies. Watch Liam and Tyler do a live episode of ONE. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have fun. We are going to make some memories, which is exactly what our friends at Alberta Blue Cross would like. Make some fresh memories, everybody. And with that, we'll wrap up the podcast. We will bid you adieu, and we will be back on Tuesday for the first Tuesday episode of the season.
Word association.
Have a great weekend, everybody.